I chose to use the way that rabbits communicate because I feel like I have experience in hearing rabbits communicate and knowing what they're used for. As so does anyone who does calling, or hunts for varmints or anything like that. The reason why it's called calling is because most of you may know this, but you take a rabbit's call that's videoed into a program, or like a rabbit scream, and you set it out and run it, and it brings in predators. So anything that you're wanting to hunt, fox, cats, coyotes, it brings them in and gives you an easy target. So I chose the call of rabbits, the scream for help of rabbits, the way they communicate back and forth to each other. Um, they scream as they're in distress, a form of help, cry for help, if you will. So I chose that because I've heard it before, both in a video recording out in the field and actually from a rabbit. And it's just neat to see how it interacts with hunting, and it does call in those predators. But it is the way that rabbits communicate back and forth to each other. According to rabbitresource.org, rabbits use their ears as radars, so they can hear others in need. Um, when a rabbit is calling, like you just previously heard, a rabbit is probably in distress. So, for like example, the rabbit is hurt and can't move, can't run, walk, and needs help, or the rabbit was lost from its pack, lost from all the other rabbits, or it just needs help. It's stuck, it's trapped. A lot of people trap rabbits. This form of communication is beneficial to rabbits because they can cry out for help, and usually other rabbits will come and seek them for help. So if a rabbit is trapped, or a rabbit is hurt, or it's in danger, they can call out to other rabbits and they'll hear them to come help. So that's beneficial to them because they get help. They get help out of a situation that they probably couldn't get out of by themselves. That's why they're crying for help. And when we're talking about intraspecific and interspecific communication behaviors, the way that this rabbit call is interspecific communication is because it is communicating between the same species, the rabbit species, and so another rabbit can hear that cry for help, and they translate it through their ears, their radars, um, what that rabbit is needing, what they're saying. Since they're the same species, they can understand each other, um, if you will, and that is how they communicate through the same species. So that is called intraspecific, and that's how it relates. This rabbit call, how it relates to interspecific communication. And when talking about intraspecific communication, that usually means between predators and prey. So when two different species can communicate. So this is a perfect example when I was talking about calling. Previously, this is perfect because they use a rabbit's call to call in, the predators for humans to hunt. So predators here, such as like fox, coyotes, anything like that, they hear that rabbit noise, and they automatically think, okay, well, there's a rabbit right there, and I can go prey on it. So a rabbit doesn't usually think that there's, a predator coming. They think that another rabbit's coming to help. So that's insignificant for them, but that's just the circle of life, and that's how predators can get their prey because they hear them, they go to them, and that's how they communicate to their predators, unfortunately.